everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello, welcome. My name is Delisha Renee, and it's been a while. So if this is your first time watching me on my channel, this is probably a good time to start because it's kind of a catch-up of what's been going on these last couple of months. It's been a while since I've spoken to you guys, whether in a, regular vlog like this or just doing a recipe video, and things might look a little different. The background, that is, because if you've been following me on Instagram, put it right here below. Me and my husband, we have moved from an apartment and now we are homeowners. And we also had some other things happen these last couple of months that kind of kept me away from the screen. A lot of it mostly was in the time that we were moving. I had to pack up all of our stuff and make sure everything was like good with the apartment before we left, and that didn't really leave time for me to film videos or leave me with equipment, like a lot of the kitchen stuff to film my videos how I would want it to. So it was a lot, and it really came out within I guess we moved in officially in June, and the process we had to go through of getting out really quickly was something else, because we had to let our landlord know we were going to renew our lease, and that was like in, I think, May, even though he did give us a slight extension because he knew we were looking for a house, and we had about maybe 2 months to really find a place to live, which there are a lot of things on the market, but either we were being outbid, or as soon as we put an offer, so they would accept another offer, or the place just wasn't something that was for us until like really at the last minute, within I think a week, maybe even a few days before we had to let a landlord know if we were going to stay or not. We found the home that we are in currently, and was able to put an offer and get accepted and all that jazz within, I believe, a week, 4 to 5 days, something like that. It was crazy. It was stressful, as you can imagine, because I only started packing a little bit because, I just wasn't sure if we would find a place in time, and then didn't want to pack and be like, oh no, we actually have to stay in this apartment for another year because our landlord would only do a yearly lease, which was our big issue. So it was just a race to the finish line, and shout outs to our realtor and her team for getting us in at pretty much the last minute of getting us out of our apartment and into a bigger spot, which actually came at the most appropriate time, because a few weeks after we closed on the house, actually might even been 2 weeks later, we found out we were going to be expecting our first child. So not only were we moving in the summer, last minute changes to our household, and now we have to do that while pregnant as well. So yeah, like I said, stress galore, and it really just didn't put me in a mood to want to shoot a video. I could have shot the moving process, but I feel like we've all moved before, maybe. If you haven't moved anywhere at all in your life, maybe you're just young enough, haven't needed to do so, put it down in the comment. Is that something you look forward to? Because I do not. The packing part is okay. You do start to realize you have a lot of stuff, even in a small, like maybe 600 square foot apartment. We still accumulated a lot of stuff, so it was just a hassle putting it all together, and because of my husband's schedule, it was mainly put on me to really get it all together. But shout out to our friends and family who will come around and help us pack up stuff, and especially when it came to moving. Actually, yeah, I take that back. The packing isn't that bad. The actual moving part of taking things out of the current location to the next one, that is the biggest hassle, because everything was coming around last minute. A lot of the moving companies, which is what I wanted to do, were booked up, so we had to rely on friends and family who were available. And again, if you've moved before and had to use friends or family, it's a hassle to try to get people coordinated to come on time, to spend their time to help you move. Well, I don't know about how old you guys are, but I'm 30. I don't know why I had to think about it. You know how old I am. I'm 30. A lot of my friends are around the same age or older, so like we don't really want to be lifting heavy furniture and putting it in vans and moving it back over to another spot. Again, we do everything and take it out. It's a lot, guys. Like I said, if you moved, you know. So, yeah. One big advice, if you can, in the time frame that you're moving, hire movers. They are more well equipped and efficient at getting this stuff done, and it's not the hassle on you. Especially with me finding out I was pregnant, I couldn't really lift anything heavy. So I was relegated to just doing like smaller boxes or, you know, telling people where to put stuff. So I guess maybe I had the easiest position, but it's still stressful because you know, you don't want people to get hurt on your watch or you know, drop your things or break things or things like that. But we got it done. We got it done over as far as we got it done a few hours, and because I was moving like small stuff to and from the apartment to the house when I could after work. But yeah, it was a lot. But it was just so much going on those first couple of weeks that I really didn't get to, you know, sit back and take in the fact that we are going to be having a baby at the time in like 8.5 months. So because, you know, mine went from, okay, gotta move out of this apartment, gotta get stuff in the moving van, get it out of the moving van, into the house. Oh my gosh, this house is like, things exploded, there's stuff everywhere. How do I make this into a home? And let's see, we moved in June, it is now October, and I feel like we are just getting things settled. I totally forgot to shoot like an empty house tour, because that would have been much better, or it would have been cool to see the transformation. Maybe I'll like add some pictures either right now or at the end of the video, so because I did take some still shots of what the rooms looked like, because we did do a little bit of I don't even know if you would call it renovation. Is it called renovation when all you did was rip up carpet? Because our total downstairs is hardwood. It looks like they polished that up, but upstairs was all carpeted throughout the 3 bedrooms and the hallway, the little hallway. So we took all the carpet out of there, and that's funny because we were actually sleeping in the basement for about maybe 2 weeks, a week or two, until at the very least our bedroom was all sanded and stained and all that. So that was fun, because I couldn't be upstairs breathing in the dust or the staining or the polyurethane, the coating that goes on top, that will you go on top to make sure everything stays like looking nice. So that was fun. Also, our mattress, we had ordered a new mattress, was also not coming until after we had moved in. So we had just slept in the basement on our older mattress, like just the top part. We didn't bring in like the box spring and everything. I was like, I don't want to set all that up just to have to break it back down and bring it back upstairs. So that was fun, I say sarcastically. But we are now starting to get things together. I'm actually sitting in our bedroom now. I would show you guys around now, but there's still things like boxes and stuff around that. It's not really a pretty sight. But yeah, you know, we're still adjusting. We're going, like I said, we're going from like a 600 square foot, 1 level, 1 bedroom apartment to I'm calling it a 2.5 bedroom, because it's like 2 like full size, regular size bedrooms, and like a smaller one, which I've turned into my office for work. So, you know, we have a lot more house or area to turn into more of a home. So I've been taking it like 1 room at a time. And yeah, we spent my first trimester pretty much, you know, trying to get things together. I didn't feel like doing anything. I guess we can get into, you know, first trimester symptoms, so to speak, because I am now like a few weeks into my 2nd trimester, so things have gotten a little bit easier. I'll do like a little update video on that, on like pregnancy stuff, but we can do like a little quick recap of the first trimester, because not a lot really happened besides being overly nauseous and really tired. And I wasn't, even though I was like nauseous, I didn't have well, again, they always say, why is it called morning sickness when it lasts all day? I only like really threw up a few times. I could like literally count on my hand like how many times I actually threw up when I was eating, but sometimes I would just have either no appetite or I just wanted to eat everything that was in sight. And or because I was so nauseous, I just didn't, I don't know, I didn't feel like doing anything. So a lot of like my meal prepping and how I would usually operate with eating and food for the week just went out the window. It was just like, I'll just eat whatever I can keep down or whatever I could order quickly because, you know, I'm still at work and we're still trying to get things together with the house. And for, I think up until like July, the kitchen wasn't even, to me, operable or manageable for me to where I could, you know, really. Oh, sorry, I heard our cat. He's mad that I have the door shut, so he might push it open. I don't know, cause it's not latched, but I don't think he knows that yet. So we might get a cameo from him. I can hear him outside the door. But yeah, like I feel like for the first trimester, I feel like if I wanted to rate it out of 5, maybe it was maybe 2, 3, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I didn't have it as bad as some other women or some of my friends have said that they have experienced in their first trimester. Like I said, there was fatigue and like nauseousness, but not throwing up all the time. And I tried, you know, all the tricks, ginger and the ginger chews, and eating the crackers, stuff like that. And I feel like it would help for a little bit, but not for an extended period of time. And I didn't want to eat crackers all day. And also, it was very hot at the time, so drinking like some tea or like some ginger tea didn't really appeal to me at the time. I did it a lot more in the morning when it wasn't as hot, but it was pretty hot. So I didn't really do a lot of the teas that people were suggesting. But yeah, I mean, first trimester was fine. Second trimester is going a little bit better. Like, I'm only a few weeks in, and I'll do like a little update or give you guys a little bump update a little bit later in a different video. But yeah, I just really wanted to catch you guys up on what was happening in my life. It's been a whirlwind couple of months. Like I said, from moving from a small place to a bigger place, trying to make it look more. I do not know what he just did. It sounded like if you can hear that in the background, he knocked something over. Hopefully it wasn't anything breakable. I don't even know. Can you hear him meowing in the background? I don't know. Let me wrap this up so he doesn't do anything more disastrous out there. I mean, it's not a lot he can do, but there is a mirror out there, and yeah, don't want him to break that one. But yeah, so just giving you guys a little catch up on what was going on from moving, finding out that we're expecting our first child. Like, that's exciting. I do have a video that I'm excited to share with you coming up next week, which is kind of like people's reactions. So, you know, stick around next week for that video reveal. Because, you know, no one knew that we were trying, or no one knew that we were going to be expecting a baby so soon after being married. But yeah, it's been a long couple of months, but I'm back. I'm probably going to get a little bit more like vlog videos like this, where I'm talking to you, where I'm out and about in the streets, as they say. Working on doing a little bit more recipe videos. Things a little bit different because our kitchen is pretty like dated, and I'll show you the kitchen in a future video, so you will definitely know what I mean. Where we don't have a ton of counter space, but I'm working on a solution for that. So if that comes about in the next couple of weeks, I can get back to like shooting recipe videos, or I might just do freestyle where I'm just like holding it and showing what I'm doing. But we'll see. But if I am going to be doing a little bit more recipe, like what I'm eating that day, or what I eat a day, on my Instagram story. So if you want to follow me there at Delisha Renee TV, same as the YouTube, you'll get a lot more recipes going there because it's a lot more freeform. I don't have to edit anything a lot. It's just, you know, IG stories. It's pretty straight and forward, simple. But thank you guys for watching, and you know, if you have any moving tips or getting settled in a new house, whether you go from an apartment, a smaller space to a bigger space, put some tips down below. Or if you are pregnant currently or have been pregnant fast, some tips that helped you throughout your pregnancy, put them down below as well. And in the meantime, I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you. Okay, so this is what the living room downstairs looks like. And it heads into like the dining area and then into the kitchen, which as you can see definitely needs some updating. I only have like one spot of counter space, so we're looking into how we can update that in the future, because definitely want to get rid of these like cabinets and counters and everything and update the appliances. And I mean, it's very, vintage. It was in the 70s, but we're gonna upgrade it all. And then you head upstairs, you can see it's like this ugly like red carpet. And this is where the bedroom looks like, where I was sitting currently. As you can see, it's like these orange and blue color scheme, and this blue carpet, it just was not working, so we took all of that out. And then this is just a small like office area or small bedroom that I turned into my office. I just took out the carpet and I left the paint up because it was fine. And I will in turn show what these look like in the future.